Hello guys, it's Chum Messenger. Today I'm doing a weekly blaze. It is currently Sunday at 1:29 a.m. So yeah, well not Sunday, it's Monday, but it still feels like Sunday to me. Um, yeah, last week I had like barely anything to talk about. I haven't edited the video yet, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like a 10-minute video, maybe more, but still, I feel like it's not gonna end up being all that long, unfortunately. But I feel like with weekly blazes, a lot of them might be shorter. I remember a while back I was thinking of actually discontinuing these videos just because I'm like, what else do I do in them? But maybe if I just record once, maybe twice a week, and it doesn't have to be that long, like maybe I can actually get something out of them. Um, they don't have to be really long videos. It's just the issue is I don't really do much. Like I kind of just chill, and to me, like I like chilling. It's much better than actually having to do stuff. I'm more of an introvert. Definitely more of an introvert. That is 100%. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Not an extrovert at all. So I just like to chill. Um, but that kind of means I don't have much to talk about. So I'm not really that interesting in that regard. I kind of just, play video games and watch some anime. Speaking of anime, I have been watching some of that. I don't know how much I talked about it last weekly Blaze, but I was rewatching Nichijou. Um, I finished that, and I watched Doctor Stone. That was a really interesting anime that I liked a lot. So Doctor Stone, um, yeah, I watched 4 episodes of it. Oh God, what day was it? It was okay. So today is Monday. It's Monday morning right now. Okay, let's see here. Friday morning. I sat Thursday night into Friday morning. That time period, I watched 4 episodes. And then the next day, I watched 6 episodes plus the new My Hero Academia episode. And then we had yesterday. I watched the next 14 episodes. I just kind of marathoned it. That was a fun time. So yeah, Doctor Stone was a pretty good anime. Personally, I gave it a 9 out of 10. That was just my personal score anyway. If I were trying to objectively rate the series, I'd give it an 8.25 out of 10. Really good, for sure. So yeah, definitely a good time. Besides that, nothing really of interest has happened at all. Like, I've just been here. Um, yeah, hopefully something interesting happens soon, because these weekly blazes are getting... I feel like they're just kind of getting shorter and shorter, because I have nothing else to talk about today. Like, yeah, I guess the Christmas decorations are down, but like they were down in the last clip too. So there's that. But I don't know if I meant not the last clip, but the last end of the last video, I should say. Um, so yeah, I don't think I mentioned. I might. No, I don't think I mentioned. I kind of just ended off the video. I think. Um, yeah. So that's a slight difference. They were up for a very long time. I had them up for 2 months because the decorations went up early, so I had my Christmas trees up since like the beginning of November. So here we are, like 2 months later, and yep, they're down, which is kind of unfortunate. I actually like my trees with all the stuff on them. It looks interesting. But yeah, nothing else to say. I don't think for today. Tomorrow I get Blast Alico, so I'll go over that. But that's really all I got. So yeah, at least I think it'll be here tomorrow, unless there's some shipping delay. But if not, I guess I'll see you then. Alright guys, it is now Monday, it's 4:50 p.m. I actually got up like ridiculously early today. Like, I got up like 12, so it feels like it's been a long day. But it's only 5. Um, yeah, I only slept like an hour and a half, but that's fine. I got this package here. So that's cool. This should be my Blast Alico I've been waiting for. A long time for, I should add. A little concerned about the packaging, because this is like not a bubble mailer in the slightest. They have the bubble wrap though, so I'm kinda not sure. I don't know, I'm just a little concerned because like the packaging isn't the best here. It might work. It might be fine. I might be overthinking it, but it'd be a shame if it didn't come out right. And my scissors here. I don't feel as bad about unboxing things like this on a weekly blaze, so that's always good. Alright. Almost dropped him. There he is. Looks pretty cool. On the outside, anyway. Refocus this a little bit. There we go. Detail looks pretty good overall. A little concerned about that noise. It might just be his marble, but I just hope it's not some damage or anything. That would be very unfortunate. Alright, let's open him up and hope for the best. Yeah, he actually opened up just fine. Manual parts. Does he have manual parts? I don't know. Yes, he does. His feet. They just kind of flip out. 520 Gs. Alright. Oh yeah, his condition's fine. Never mind, we're good. Just was a little concerned because of that packaging. It wasn't, like, terrible. Like, there was a lot of bubble wrap around it. Like, it's fine. I just prefer bubble mailers, but hey, that works too. You know, his feet just blocked his magnet. There we go. Yeah, pretty cool. The focus on this camera is very specific, so it might be a little... Like, parts of it are probably focused, other parts probably aren't. But, you know, it's overall looking like a good Bakugan. Pretty good. No damage or anything, so that's always a plus. But yeah, this is the first of the 6 of these special Evolution Bakugan that were Japan exclusives. So, I now do have Blast Eleko, which is nice. I guess I'd get the other 5, which, of course, are all more pricey. I know Blast Eleko is the cheapest. I think after that's probably Minx Elfin. Actually, no, probably Knight Percival. I think Knight Percival's cheaper. Then Minx Elfin and Master Ingram are a bit higher. Cross Dragonoid's above, and the most expensive one is, of course, Helios Mark II. But for now, we got Blast Eleko, so that's cool. But anyways, that's all for now, so I'll talk to you guys later. Alright guys, it's now Tuesday at 1:35 a.m. So I actually made a couple errors about Blast Eleko when I was opening him up. My camera would focus, that would be helpful. There we go. I mentioned his manual parts, he just had feet, but this part up here I thought was just being like stiff. But you actually do have to manually open it, otherwise his head just looks like that. But if you pop this piece up, it actually forms with his head and does that. So that actually is a manual part. Also, these hands down here, you can fold them. I don't know how I could do this. Basically, you could just kind of fold them upward if I can get a decent angle here. Maybe not. I don't know how clear that is. I can't see the LCD screen, but basically you can just kind of flip these pieces up. Like these little hands, I guess, make them look a little bit more combat ready or something. It's probably not even clear. I have no idea what's going on down there. But yeah, essentially, fully opened, he's supposed to look like this. And this is a manual part up here, so yeah, just want to mention that because I did make that little bit of an error. Not really a little bit of an error, it's actually quite a decent sized error. Also my bed creaks like on this edge really bad. So I'm gonna get up because that is a bed that likes to, well, it's not the bed, it's the floor. Like this spot here also creaks a little bit. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like, the amount of creaking my room, actually just my house in general does, is, like, really obnoxious. Um, but yeah, nothing much to say, I just wanted to correct that Blast Elica thing. I have nothing to talk about, really, besides that. Nothing, I played some Smash today. My Palutena is looking very crisp. I don't feel like going to any tournaments, because that requires leaving my house, and I do not support that action. I mean, like, leaving the house is fine. It's just like, there's really no tournaments around here that are, like, close. Like, there's some around here, but they're pretty far. The closest one's like a half an hour, but, like, I don't know, it's not too bad, but still, I don't know if I really actually care enough to go that far just for a tournament that I'm already iffy on going to, so, you know. But yeah, that's all for today. I'll try and talk more later this week. Hopefully, anyway. Alright, guys, it's currently 4:20 a.m. on Thursday. Um, the next week, though, yeah, kind of just didn't really record, I guess, but, yeah. So, here I am now, though. Don't have much time to talk about whatever, because I have two things I want to talk about. Only have 15 minutes left on this camera, well, SD card, so hopefully that's enough time. Might not be, but we can hope. So then, first up, Beyblade. So we have the new January release and announced as Big Bang Genesis. This is like Dead Phoenix, where the parts are kind of just random. We're getting Zero and Yard Metal. Okay, Zero, really, again, we've just gotten Zero too many times now. Like, I'm just gonna be honest. Yard Metal's kind of cool, though, because we don't have that part. It's a new part. It's a metal version of Yard, so that's nice. So yeah, Yard Metal. Then there's the new layer, Big Bang Genesis. This is the evolution to Genesis. You will need to have the GT customized set to make the actual Bay, because it's kind of like Dead Phoenix, where you're supposed to throw on hybrid onto this thing, so it should be Big Bang Genesis Hybrid. So you will need the GT customized set to make the upgrades to your bays. Of course, swapping out the Regalia Genesis layer for Big Bang Genesis. However, I said upgrades, plural, because there's actually the Big Bang Armor, which fits onto any actual Infinite Lock Bay, but it's actually meant for Prime Apocalypse, so I really like this, because we have this upgrade kit. Yeah, we have two random parts, but the layer is an upgrade to the previous one, and we also have a new part that's supposed to be an addition to an already existing part. I don't know, I think that's really, really cool. I like that a lot. So, yeah, I think Big Bang Genesis is one of the coolest. Really, not coolest, but like, it's a cool release. I like it a lot. Plus, we know that Season 5's coming. I'll probably talk about that later in this video, but not now, because we have to talk about the Smash Bros. Direct. So I mentioned it was the next week from this, or when this originally started. And there's a Smash Bros. Direct today. Currently, it's almost 4:30, so we have 3.5 hours until this Direct. I have 5 character predictions, plus an extra prediction-ish thing. So I think it's a 35-minute Direct. Kind of a lot for one character. I do know that Terry got like almost 50 minutes or something crazy just for him. I think that was an exception. I don't think that's going to happen again. So I think we're going to have like 25-ish minutes probably of the new character. Who is this new character? I have 5 predictions. First one, Travis from No More Heroes. A lot of people have been talking about that. I think it's definitely possible. However, this is the 5th character. They might go with a bigger name. It's kind of why I could see this one not happening. Next up, we have Sora. I mean, it's Sora, like, of course. But I feel like having to go through Square Enix again, and then also Disney, kind of makes this one shaky, but I think it's definitely possible. Then there's Crash Bandicoot, of course, from the Crash games. This one I feel like is actually extremely possible, and probably one of the most likely, maybe the most likely character. I'm going to be straight up honest, I don't want Crash at all. I really do not want Crash in this game. if he's announced, I'll be happy for all the people who did want him. That's fine. But just from a personal standpoint, please no. Next up we have the Master Chief from Halo. I can't believe this is a serious consideration, but maybe. I feel like first-person shooters are not really recognized as much in Smash, so I think this would be a pretty good idea. It's kind of between him and Doomguy, but I feel like Doomguy wouldn't translate as well into Smash, whereas Master Chief would be weird, but I think would translate better. Definitely possible. And then there is Minecraft Steve. Yeah, Steve. Okay, so Steve, obvious choice, huge game. Minecraft's just a gigantic game. Now, both of these do have an issue being they're owned by Microsoft. We already have Banjo from the Fighters Pass. He was the third character. Will Microsoft give us another one? I think it's very possible. The issues with these characters, that was like just for both of them, but individually, Master Chief, first-person shooter character, I mean, it's possible we have Snake in the game, but I still think he's kind of going to be harder. And Minecraft Steve, I honestly don't really see any true issues with. It's just the fact that we already got a Microsoft character. I guess that can kind of apply to Sora as well, since we already have a Square Enix character. Of course, being Hero from the Fighters Pass. So, personally, I'm calling it right now. It's going to be Steve. I'm just trying to call it out here. Like, maybe I'm right, maybe I'm not right. We'll have to see. Hopefully I'm right. That'd be great. If Steve gets in this game, that's it. This is like the craziest game of all time. But let's wait and see what happens. It's coming up pretty soon here, so it's exciting. I'm probably gonna stay on YouTube until like 6:30ish or whatever, and then gonna come up here and play Smash until almost 8, and then once it's almost 8, I'm gonna go sit down and watch the direct. That's just how it's gonna go down. Anyway, yeah, I'm really excited about that. So, let's see, what else do we got here? Alright, so I thought it was going to be like 25-ish minutes of the actual new character. What about after he's already announced and whatnot? You know, announced when they talk about him. Yeah. So, they'll probably talk about future stuff. Going to guess, maybe we'll get another character announcement. I'll talk about that in a minute. But, yeah, I feel like we might get a little bit more information. Maybe an announcement of like, oh, there's going to be another Fighters Pass or something like that, or an Echo Fighters Pass. I have a feeling they're going to give us another character announcement at the end of the direct, just a feeling. But, yeah. Probably going to be the new thing. But it'd be really cool if it was like, yeah, since you bought if you bought the Fighters Pass, here's a 6th character, because why not? Doubt it, but that'd be cool. You know, obviously if you buy them separately, but like, yeah, if you bought the Fighters Pass, here you go. That'd just be really cool, but the Fighters Pass already has enough content, so I don't expect that at all. But I do think it's possible for us to get a second character announcement at the end. Who knows? Now, the bigger thing is, this is all assuming that, I swear I sound out of breath, it's just that my throat kind of hurts today. I'm not actually that out of breath, my throat is just having an issue today. Hopefully I'm not getting sick, but still whatever. So, this is all assuming that this new character is, you know, going to be shown. Every other time we get a direct like this, that means the character is, like, coming out that day. So this is actually two good things here. If he's not, it'll probably be 10 minutes or so of this new character, but we're not going to be getting him for a while, or her. We won't be getting them for a while. Alright, which means it gives a ton of time to talk about other stuff, which would be pretty crazy, depending on how that goes. But, if it is that new character, that means we're probably getting them tomorrow, or today, whatever. So I don't know, has people been talking about this or no? I don't think so. But, maybe. But I'm just trying to say right now, if this character is getting the attention of the other characters, they are probably coming out very, very soon. Like, probably in, like, within 24 hours from now. But if not, and it's like a 10-ish minute presentation about this character, we have a lot of extra time to talk about other stuff. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, I feel like at this point we're either getting a character tomorrow, or today, whatever you want to consider it, or we're getting, well, the announcement anyway, but we'll get a lot of other news as well, which is going to be a really fun time. So we get character 5, possibly, my prediction anyway is Steve. And if it goes that route of, we're getting him, very, very soon, probably get Steve, maybe talk about some other stuff, probably 7.0, of course, new stage, music, and then maybe a couple other little things, like probably talk about the upcoming Amiibo releases, and potentially a announcement of probably new costumes as well, regardless. But if it's just that, maybe a new character announcement, maybe, very much a maybe, would be cool, but I don't know. But if it's just a trailer and talking about it a little bit because it's not a finished character yet and we're still a little while off, well, we'll probably get the new character and, like, all the other stuff mentioned. Probably maybe some stuff about the stage and music, probably some costumes, but then probably a bunch of news, of course 7.0, and then probably like a new Fighter's Pass, or at least more information about the next characters, maybe a new character trailer. It could be crazy. Regardless, I think tomorrow, or in a few hours, things are going to go crazy. Probably one new character for sure, which is already great. But yeah, either it's about to come out, or we're getting other crazy stuff. I highly doubt it's going to be like, here's a full, almost 35-minute presentation on this new character who is not coming out for another month. Doubt. We're getting this person either, like, now, or we're getting a bunch of other new stuff because this is a 35-minute direct. I am hyped regardless. Yeah. Honestly, at this point, I don't even know who I want to add into Smash besides, like, Steve and Master Chief. Like, those are the only two I can think of that are plausible. So, yeah, I don't know. But we'll have to see. Like, even if it's someone I don't care about, it's still exciting, so, like, for example, I've never played a Kid Icarus game besides the first one for, like, an hour, and I main Palutena, so, I mean, for me, it's just whoever I find the most fun to play, and she also happens to be one of the best characters in the game. That was not intentional. I played her in Smash 4, actually, when she was awful. I did not pick her for the tier advantage. I did not pick Olimar for the tier, because my 4 main characters I play are Palutena, Olimar, Joker, and Pokemon Trainer. Funny enough, I did not pick any of them for the tier advantage. Like, here's what happened. Palutena, played her in Smash 4, because I thought she was fun, and now in Ultimate, she's really fun, and she's really good. Olimar played in Smash 4 as well. I just played him in Ultimate, too. I got lucky with them. The other two came out later. Joker, I played Joker day one and just never stopped, so that's kind of how he became a thing. I didn't know how good he was going to be, but he's good. And Pokemon Trainer, well, I mean, Ivysaur and Brawl, so, that translated over. I picked him up later just because I found him really fun to play. And I guess Pokemon Trainer was established to be really good, but I just played him because, it's a fun character. So, everyone I play is really good, and also I did not intend to play them because they're really good. So that's interesting. But hey, maybe this new character will be a good character for me to play. Who knows? If not, like Terry, for example. I don't play Terry at all, really, but hey, it's cool to have him in the game. Yeah. Well, anyway, that's just what I got to say about this new direct coming up. I'm going to go ahead and chill for a while. And yeah, I'll have to talk more. I'll have to clear up some space in this camera first, but I'll try and talk more soon. Hopefully tomorrow night. That'd be cool. I mean, if not, I still have a few more days left in this week. So, But regardless, it's going to be interesting, and I'll talk about it in this weekly Blaze, and also talk about the other Beyblade news with the new Season 5 stuff. I'll talk about that in this video as well. But yeah, next time we'll talk. We'll, of course, we'll start off with the Smash Bros. Stuff, so I will see you then. Alright, it is now 12:26, it's Sunday. This will be the last clip for this weekly Blaze. I'm in this room today. I don't know, thought I'd change it up. Plus, I do have some things I wanted to show you, so, I mean, there's that as well. Things I won't be able to show, though, since I am in here, and I have the lights on and all that stuff in the other room. I did get some manga / light novels, so, yeah, I won't be able to show those, unfortunately. But what did I get, though? I got the second volume of the Megumin spin-off for the Konosuba manga, the second volume of Happy Sugar Life, the second volume of, the second, what the hell, I just forgot the other manga one. I have a picture of it on my phone, let me just, oh yeah, Attack on Titan's first volume, because I have been watching Attack on Titan. It's pretty good. Definitely does not live up to the hype, but I think it's still really good on its own if I take out the hype factor of it. Light novels, like the second volume of Toradora, and then I got Nekomonogatari, Shiro, and Kabuki Monogatari light novels. And my cat, she likes these things, which, oh my god, that is very dark. She likes to chew on these, like, not zip ties, I don't know what they are. But, I mean, they're fine. It's not like she's gonna choke on them. They're underneath that for a reason. I have them, like, tied under there. Because she likes to play with them. So, that's fine. Other things we got here. So we got this Bakugan starter pack, or starter set, whatever you want to call it. Starter pack, yeah, there we go. It comes with a Ventus Truncanius Ultra, and I believe Aquas, well, it is Aquas Vicerox, and I'm pretty sure it's a Darkness Nilius, but whatever. Amiibo. I have gotten 2 more Amiibo. Cat, can you please not do that for like 15 to 20 minutes while I record? Please, let me just, there you go, thanks. I got a couple of Amiibo. First up here, we got Richter. So that's cool. And also Dark Samus. Also cool. These came out yesterday, or I guess technically 2 days ago now, but whatever. Good stuff. I have a massive unboxing video I'll be doing on Amiibo. As you might be able to see here. These 4, I don't know if I'll make a video on them or not. We'll see. These are the 4 champions from Breath of the Wild. But I have all 20 of the Ultimate Amiibo. Obviously outside of the DLC. But, well, I mean Piranha Plant's DLC, but the Fighter's Pass and stuff. But yeah, this will be a whole video where I open all 20 of them. Actually, I'm going to leave this light on because it's kind of dark in here, I think. Unfortunately, we got the wrong wattage, and it's been months, but yeah, it's still dark in this room. So I can't really record as much in here as I would like to, because, I mean, Bakugan reviews are better in here, but whatever. Hopefully I get my table and stuff soon. I can set that up and have a better time. But the thing I want to talk about is last clip, I believe, I think it was last clip anyway, I talked about the Smash Direct. I was really hyped for it, and yeah, we got the new character announcement and all that fun stuff. So, our new character is Byleth from Fire Emblem. If I were to say I was hyped, that would be wrong. I mean, I can't say I'm hyped. But the thing is, I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I'm fine. It's perfectly fine. It's just not personally a character I care about. For example, like Hero or Terry. I can't say I was hyped for them. I don't think they shouldn't be in the game because of that, because I don't like them. Or not that I don't even... It's not that I don't like them, it's just I don't really care about them too much. And because of that, I'm just not really excited. I wasn't excited for them, not excited for Byleth. But that doesn't mean I think it's a bad choice. People need to chill. It's kind of pathetic, to be honest, that people are actually so upset about this. Like, yeah, I mean, what did you expect? I mean, we can't have a godlike character coming in every time. It just isn't going to happen. Byleth makes sense. Oh boy, we have an 8th Fire Emblem character. Let me explain to you why I think it's perfectly fine to have 8. So in Melee, originally Fire Emblem was going to be a region exclusive only in the Japanese version of Melee. Kind of doesn't make sense. So Fire Emblem was being localized elsewhere, and the first game localized would feature Roy, whereas the first ever game featured Marth. Makes sense to have both Marth and Roy in that regard. Ike in Brawl, okay, Ike is the newest protagonist, makes sense. Roy also gets cut. Now in Smash 4, Marth and Ike will both come back. It's fine to not cut characters, so Ike didn't need to be cut. Robin, okay, the newest protagonist, makes sense. Lucina is where some people get upset about, but here's the thing. For those who don't know, there's actually extra development time at the end of Smash 4. There are actually 4 costumes for characters that are, well, 3 of them got made into their own characters, 1 did not. But Dr. Mario was going to be an alternate for Mario. He got made into his own character. Lucina was a costume for Marth. Lucina got made into her own character. Dark Pit was a costume for Pit. Dark Pit got made into his own character. Elf is a costume for Olimar. He was the one who did not get his own character, and sadly not even Echo Fighter and Ultimate, which is kind of upsetting, but whatever. Do I think Elf deserved it over some of these characters? Yeah, but I think if we're getting 3 out of 4, I feel like Dark Pit would be the one to cut, so I think Lucina getting it is perfectly fine, even if I'd say Elf over Lucina. I think Elf would have been the best, because Pikmin only has 1 rep. But, like, honestly, it's fine regardless. Lucina would have been in the top 3 out of these 4, probably second, maybe third. So having 4 reps in Smash 4, that's fine. Roy comes back. I mean, we're having DLC to bring characters back. Yeah, that's fine. Corrin is the biggest outlier. It makes sense to have a DLC character to promote the next game. I at least think that's fine. I don't see an issue with that personally. Maybe some people do. I don't think Corrin was like a terrible idea. At least not from my standpoint. I mean, again, new Fire Emblem game. Fire Emblem was getting a lot of attention. Awakening did well. It makes sense that we want to have Corrin in this game to try and make sure Fire Emblem continues to do well. Awakening was like the first game that really just took off, so makes sense, I think. And I can kind of get why some people were upset, but yeah, Corrin's definitely the biggest question mark, but I don't think it was a terrible choice. But I will give it to people this one at least. Chrom. Chrom was teased kind of for Smash 4 and didn't actually happen. Some people were upset about that, funny enough. But yeah, it makes sense why he was in Ultimate. And then Byleth makes perfect sense. Every Smash game since Melee, we've always gotten the newest protagonist. Ultimate, we did not. Okay, let's just be honest. We all knew Byleth was going to be in Smash one way or another. Was that even a question at any time? This is the only game we didn't get a fucking protagonist. Of course Byleth is going to be there at some point as DLC. That was obvious. I don't understand why people are so up in arms about it. No, it was just an inevitability. It was going to happen, alright? I just don't understand all the backlash. It's just upsetting to see, because it's I'm a Smash fan. And now I can say I am definitely not proud to be a Smash fan because of how people act. Anyway. Other stuff we got in the Direct. We got the announcement of the other stuff that will be coming in the Challenger Pack. We got some new music and a new stage. It's all good and fun. Oh yeah, also the alts. Male and female, which is always a good thing. And we get the... so there's a normal male, normal female. They each have some alts. 2 of the alts for male are based on the people from each of the houses, and then there's the female one. I don't know, it's something like that. Basically, these 3 houses characters, 1 for each house, has an alt, and then the other female alts to make things balanced out is it's based off of the character who was shown in the trailer, whatever her name is. I can't remember. I just know that she has the same voice actress as Taiga from Toradora. That's all I know. And then the final alt is basically some kind of spoiler alts or whatever for each character, for each gender, essentially. So yeah, they all look cool. Also, we got some new Mii Fighter costumes. We, of course, have the Altair from Assassin's Creed. That was actually really unexpected. I think that was really cool as well. We also have an alt for, not an alt, a Mii Fighter costume for the Rabbids. Yeah, I mean, interesting that both of these are Ubisoft. Are we going to get Rayman? I personally don't think so. I actually have predictions for Smash characters coming up in a minute. I made a list. I was talking to some friends on Discord, and I'm like, this is the list that I have. I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. So I will present that after I talk about the Mii costumes and whatnot. Two more Mega Man costumes. Now we have X and Mega Man from, Mega Man EXE or whatever. I mean, more Mega Mans. Honestly, I'm not mad. It's a fucking Mii Fighter costume. I can't be mad at that. But like, man, we do get a lot of Mega Man costumes. I'm not gonna lie. But then the biggest, craziest one is Cuphead. Of course, it's kind of like the Sans treatment where we're getting Cuphead, which the model, like the actual costume, just looks straight up like Cuphead. And the also, sorry, my voice is dead, but I think it was dead last time too. But it looks very convincing. It's like almost a between a character, like a Mii Fighter outfit and or a Mii Fighter costume and like an Echo Fighter. It's like pretty even in between there. Also, we get a new music track, which is cool. So now we have Cuphead music, Undertale music, Persona music, Sonic music, all in the same game. 4 series that have some great music. Undertale, and Cuphead both having really, really good stuff. Same with Persona. Persona's like the best, but like Sonic music also up there really high. Though, unlike the others, the games aren't always that great. Man, do I wish Sonic games could be better. Come on, we need more Mania levels of quality coming up. Hopefully, anyway. But I kind of have my doubts. And then we also got the announcement of a second Fighters Pass. This actually goes against what I thought would happen. Personally, I thought it was going to be we'd get another pack, like a character pack, like a challenger pack type of thing. I thought we would get 2 more of these like challenger packs, or 3 more, but challenger packs. I guess you'll just call them challenger packs 6 and 7. I thought they would come with an Echo Fighter, and I thought there would be a challenger pack 8, which was just going to be a standalone character. I was wrong. We're having apparently a second Fighters Pass, which is going to work like the first one. I'm more than okay with that. But what's even better is instead of getting, like I thought, it was going to be 3 new characters plus 2 Echoes, it's going to be 6 brand new characters. Yes, we're getting a actual 11th character in this Fighters Pass, which is kind of crazy. So now, that means this Fighters Pass has 6 characters, not 5. Though it will be $5 more expensive, but that makes perfect sense. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So who do I think is going to be in this? Alright, I actually have to pull this up on Discord. I don't have it immediately ready, so I have to go and search for it. But just give me a moment here. I'll find it real quick. Alright. There it is. So, alright. First up, Pokemon rep. Alright, this is kind of one I fully expect. I think this is probably the one I believe the most in. A new Pokemon rep. Now, it could be, there's 4 possibilities that I am, like, pretty sure on. So, obviously, all the starters could be in here. Now, I'm going to go least to most likely. The least likely is Inteleon. I just don't think he looks like someone who would be put in Smash. Like, not saying he's a bad character, I just mean, like, or he would be a bad character. Just, like, looking at the other 2, they kind of make a lot more sense, to be honest. So, yeah. Cinderace and Rillaboom. I honestly would see Cinderace going over Rillaboom under normal circumstances. But here would be my issue with that. We have 2 Fire-type Pokemon in this game. Charizard and Incineroar. We have 1 Grass. Ivysaur. And for Water, we have Squirtle and Greninja. Grass is lacking really bad. I think Rillaboom is the best choice. However, there's a 4th Pokemon who I actually could see coming in. Urshifu. Urshifu, that Pokemon who was shown for the new Pokemon DLC, I could see that thing coming in. Pokemon DLC looks so good. I'm so hyped for it. Like, that looked incredible. The Reggies, oh man. Are we getting 2 new Reggies? I hope so. Urshifu looks cool. Calyrex, I think that's his name, looks amazing. 2 basically new wild areas that are going to be bigger and more expansive and lots of stuff to do. It looks just incredible. I'm super excited for it. Um, but I think Urshifu, with its fighting origins, could really be a new Smash character. Now, the issue is, are they going to do single strike or rapid strike mode? Because there's 2 different forms. That could be a mechanic, because a lot of these DLC characters have a mechanic with them. It could be a switch mechanic where you can switch between the two. The At least for the specials. I don't know if they'd want to change up the entire goddamn moveset, but like for the specials, we could maybe have, I don't know, neutral special or down special probably would be the change button, and then probably have a different type of, maybe different up B, one being more aggressive and one just being a better recovery. Maybe a new down B again, same type, like down B and side B could just be one's stronger and or one, it's a single hit that's just stronger, or one's more of a combo move, but it's weaker or something like that. Honestly, I think Urshifu would be my favorite choice. I think Urshifu would just be super cool. However, I kind of think Rillaboom is coming above that. I think it's going to be Rillaboom. I'm not saying there's any issues. Like, Rillaboom's also would just be really cool. Both of them are really cool looking. Personally, I just think Urshifu is kind of a sleeper pick that people aren't thinking about enough. But Rillaboom, I would definitely say, has a greater chance. That's a new Pokemon rep, at least in my opinion. Alright, next up here we got Geno. I've been talking about Geno so much. And honestly, considering, I feel like Geno is just up there. Like, I feel like the holy trinity of characters that people have been wanting since, like, Brawl has been Ridley, K. Rool, and Geno. I don't know, I always just heard those, like, all the time. Well, we got Ridley and K. Rool, and Geno, not yet. I'm so convinced that Geno is coming. I'm like, there's like barely even a doubt. Like, I'd say like 90+% am sure he's gonna be in this game. So yeah, Geno, character that like everyone wants. So definitely a pretty big possibility in my opinion. I've been talking about him since the game's come out, or not even come out. Like, since the game has been announced, I've been talking about him. I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure he's gonna come in this game. Alright, next up here, we got Sora. This is probably my most wild card pick. So, Sora coming into Smash. Another character that I think a lot of people really, really want. I could definitely see Sora coming in. Now, Sora might be more of a out there pick, so just in case, I do kind of have this paired with Rayman. I know they don't really pair in any way, I'm just saying. I think if Disney actually can cooperate and give us Sora, it'll happen. If not, because I'm sure Sakurai at least tried, considering how many people want Sora and how big of a crossover it would be to have a Kingdom Hearts rep. If Sora does not come, I'm saying right now, if Disney, because Disney's kind of the wild card issue here, which is why I think Sora is such a big problem, Rayman, because we have, obviously Ubisoft was willing to give us, Rayman stuff, like they've collaborated before, obviously having the new Altair costume. I kind of think Rayman could happen. I just feel like all my other picks are too solidified, and I think they're going to happen for, to trade them out. I think the other 5 picks are very strong, whereas Sora is the weakest. That's kind of why I wanted to pair him with someone else to try and kind of be like, hey, if this doesn't happen, I think this will happen. So yeah. Alright, next up here, we got a new Bandai Namco rep. This is an interesting one. Okay, Bandai Namco has helped develop Smash 4 and Ultimate. They gave us Pac-Man in Smash 4. We have not gotten a new rep yet in Ultimate. Considering that we obviously have a good relationship with them, it would make a hell of a lot of sense for us to get a new Bandai Namco rep. Two possibilities. First one is the more likely one. The second one is kind of what I'm hoping for, but I think would also make a lot of sense. The pick that I think that we're going to get is Lloyd Irving. I think Lloyd Irving is very likely to come into Smash. It makes a lot of sense. However, my kind of wild card pick is Reimu from Toho, because this pick, I don't really do much with Toho, not really to any big extent. However, there's 4 reasons to why I can kind of see this character coming in, and I think it would be so hype. Like, this would be so hype. Here's the 4 reasons why. First, it's a wild card pick. I feel like Sakurai likes to wow us. Obviously, like, with the Joker coming in, it was a huge, like, we actually got Joker in Smash. It would be one of those moments. Second, this character is, like, Toho is gigantic in Japan. Like, ridiculously huge in Japan. So much so that I think in that regard it overshadows Lloyd Irving. I don't know. I think while Lloyd Irving is the bigger chance, I don't want to count out Reimu. For that reason. Huge in Japan. Absolutely just gigantic. My third reason, this is the closest we're probably going to get to an anime character in Smash. And I think Sakurai knows a lot of people want anime characters. Goku's a huge request. So I think this would be a nice compromise. We have this character who has roots from video games, but is almost like considered an anime character at this point, I'd say. It's a decent compromise, right? I'd say so. So that would fill that role. And fourth, it's a Bandai Namco character, which I think we're lacking in reps, and I think it... Honestly, we're getting... I can almost say for certainty, we're getting a Bandai Namco character, regardless if it's one of these two or not, but these are just the two I think it's going to be. Lloyd Irving, again, I think is the bigger possibility, but Reimu, I don't want to count Reimu out, and I personally want Reimu over Lloyd Irving, like, by an infinite amount. Because Lloyd Irving, it's another swordsman, which I'm not saying is a bad thing, but Cat, did you just fail to jump on that couch? Are you good? Or maybe you should change your mind mid-jump, who knows. But, yeah, I don't know. Reimu would just be awesome. Like, close thing we're getting to an anime character in Smash, I'll take it. Lloyd Irving, swordsman, another one. Again, not a problem. I think we can have as many anime swordsmen as we want. I mean, not anime swordsmen, but, you know, kinda anime-esque swordsmen. We already have a ton of them, so I think it would be cool to get something else and not another one. Lloyd Irving, I mean, I wouldn't be mad at all. Like, it'd be actually a pretty cool addition, but come on, Reimu. That is kind of who I'm hoping for at this point. Alright, next up here. Okay, next up is Crash. I'm just going to say right now, I think I mentioned that Pokemon was, like, probably the biggest chance. If I said that, my bad. That's, like, the second biggest chance. Crash is in the game. Like, straight up, Crash is coming. Crash is going to be the 6th character. Crash will be announced before E3. He'll be here soon. I'm almost certain on that. I personally just think Crash will be here, mainly because, I mean, like, this is a character a lot of people want. We have the Insane Trilogy on the Switch, like... It was a huge character at one point, kind of a rival to Mario and Sonic. I wouldn't say quite that high, but relatively close anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I think this character's just coming. Not my personal favorite pick, but, like, it makes a lot of sense. I'm not mad about it, so there's that. 6th and final pick. This one is another one who I think is kind of a shoo-in. Steve from Minecraft. Minecraft is a gigantic franchise, obviously, with things like Sans being a costume, and a pretty convincing costume at that, with even his own music track. I think, obviously, Sakurai he recognizes the power of indie games, and Minecraft is the biggest one. The fact that we haven't gotten a Minecraft anything yet kind of leads me to suspect we're getting Steve. The more time that passes, the more I think Steve is in this game. So yeah, those are my 6 picks. I guess technically more than 6, but like 2 of them are more just I know there's going to be a rep from something. And then there's of course the Rayman Sora debacle, which again, I feel like the other 5 are bigger chances, whereas it's going to be one or the other. And I'm not saying that there isn't more DLC coming. That's a big possibility as well. In that regard, Rayman is in for sure. But those are my 6 picks for the Fighter's Pass. And again, if there are more characters, this list might fall apart because we might get some of them later on. So this, again, it could fall apart depending on that. But these are characters who I'm like, if we're presuming that this is the last thing of DLC, that's it. So yeah, those are my picks. I know I didn't say anything like Dante or Doomguy. I'm just going to say straight up, I don't think Dante or Doomguy are going to come in the game, like, honestly. Yeah, those are my 6 picks, relatively speaking. So yeah, hopefully that was entertaining enough. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. This was kind of a long weekly blaze. It was 2 weeks in one. Just talked a lot right now. So yeah, and we're in this room today, so it is different. And I also announced this whole conglomerate video that'll be coming out eventually. So yeah, anyways, that's all for this week. I probably will skip next week, to be honest. Take a week break off, and then I'll come back after that. Unless something interesting happens next week, but I don't really think it will. I mean, you never know, but if something does, I'll make another weekly blaze, but if not, I'm probably going to take next week off. So anyways, that's all for this video, so thanks for watching, and bye.